So I made a post about daily squatting, which is something I'm doing as an experiment. I'm not telling you to do it. And I'm doing it purely just to see if I can work through this arthritis, right? The most important thing about this entire process is that I want to help other people. Does that mean I have the answers for you? No. I will do my best to give you the best information I have, and I hope to help you find answers for yourself. But that doesn't mean that anything I say is ever the answer. Maybe more squatting, more repetitions makes your arthritis worse. In my personal experience, the more I squat, and I'm talking just air squats, my knees feel better. Will that work for you? Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell you that it definitely will, but I will tell you, I don't think there's a huge trade-off here. Like, I don't think that you're in danger of, man, if you start doing air squats, you're gonna, I don't know, blow your ACL or something. I don't think that's gonna happen. But you might find that if you do more air squats, your knees are more sore. In that case, don't do them. It's that simple. But if you find that doing a whole bunch of extra air squats, just daily air squats, I'm not saying don't do them until your legs are sore. This is the part that's important. This is the part that this video is about. Do them until your legs feel better. That's my advice. So my actionable piece of advice, and I don't care if we're talking about elbows or shoulders or hips, knees, whatever it is, I want you to stop and think about your training. When you go into the gym, how do you feel? Do you feel better after you're done? Or do you feel absolutely trashed after you're done? My goal is to feel better. So when I head downstairs and I walk into my gym, my basement, my knees are sore. My hips are sore. I have a lot of arthritis, unfortunately. That sucks. But 20, 30 minutes in, and I've got probably 100 to 200 air squats done, and I've done some, lunges and, maybe some dead mill work or something, or, whatever I'm doing today. Leg extensions even. I'll hook up the Bowflex. That's a great thing, by the way. The Bowflex is awesome for just getting repetitions in. I think it's a totally underrated rehab tool. Do I think you're going to get huge? You're going to turn into Ronnie Coleman from your Bowflex? No. But Bowflex is a really very minimal eccentric, and you can get a lot of repetitions in, and your knees will start feeling better, at least mine do, doing the leg extension. You can pick one up. A lot of people are throwing them out. Go on Craigslist. You will find a free Bowflex. Keep an eye out. But the point being, and this is the part that people should take away. This is the part I always want to help people. And so there is an actionable step here. And the actionable step for you is to sit down, think about how you feel. Oh, my knees are really sore, or whatever it is. Do your workout. Do your knees feel better? If yes, then you're probably doing something right. If what you're doing makes your knees hurt, then maybe don't do that. If you tell me, hey, I do hack squats and they really hurt my knees, stop doing hack squats. You don't have to do hack squats. The whole point of training is for us to get better, right? Well, damn it. If sumo deadlifts hurt your hips, but conventional deadlifts don't hurt your hips, maybe you should just stick with conventional deadlifts. If trap bar deadlifts work for you, but conventional deadlifts hurt your low back, then trap bar deadlift. Like, no one says that you have to do these things outside of powerlifting. If you're a powerlifter, unfortunately for you, you will have to do a competition squat, a competition bench press, and a competition deadlift. If you're like me and you don't have to do a particular type of squat for the sake of competition, why can't you just do safety bar squats and trap bar deadlifts? If I keep getting stronger on those things, I'm getting stronger. No one stops me and says, hey, what's your competition bench press look like? No, that's not, doesn't matter. I could do football bar. I could do dumbbells. Dumbbells are awesome. They're much easier on your joints than barbell work. So my point being, and this is, for everyone out there, if your sport is something other than a barbell, okay, then go ahead and choose movements that don't cause you pain. And, this could be its own post. Basically, everything is medicine or poison. Yeah. So let's just take the squatting thing. Doing squats is medicine for my knees. It makes my knees feel better. But I bet you at some point there'll be too many, and it'll actually make my knees hurt worse. Now it becomes poison, dosage, right? So, you take some Advil. Not that I recommend you take Advil, but I'm just throwing it out there. And Advil, 800 milligrams or something like that, relieves your pain. But Jesus, if you took 8 grams, that's poison. Make sense? So doing 200 air squats is medicine. My knees feel better because I got them moving. Doing 2,000 air squats is poison because now I can't walk. Make sense, right? So the point that I want people to take away from this is not anything to do with squatting. I don't care if we're just doing skull crushers because you're trying to get rid of elbow pain or something, or you're doing hammer curls because you're trying to get rid of bicep tendonitis. Do some reps, see how your joint feels, see how the tendon feels, see how the muscle feels. If you feel better, this is the right thing for you to keep doing. And that's really like the big takeaway. Like, do things that make you feel better. Don't do shit that makes you sore for weeks. Because the goal is for us to be healthy and mobile. If my knees are wrecked, I'm not going to be very good at playing even pickup hockey. But if my knees feel better, I'm going to play very well. It's that simple. So especially as you guys are athletes in different sports, BJJ or whatever it is, if you're doing things in the gym that make your hips hurt, like that's not going to transfer well. If you're doing things in the gym that make your hips feel better, oh, suddenly now you're better at pulling guard or whatever it is that you need to do with your hips. I doubt you can do rubber guard. I'm pretty sure Eddie Bravo doesn't have any labrum in his hip. And his bones might possibly, just maybe, might be made out of like rubber or something. Hence rubber guard, right? Freaky athletes are freaky athletes. We can't all be freaky athletes, unfortunately. Maybe you just haven't found your sport yet. That's what it's more like. As soon as they invent a sport where being stiff like the Tin Man is an advantage, I will be very, very good at that sport. We just need to invent it.